So we got to be able to handle all those third down situations. I want to dominate third down because that gets us where? Off the field. All right, any questions? All right, let's go. Daniel, you got the break. Let's be on time now for getting back out here. Get taped and let's go. Get in there.
Let's go out here and have a good day. Everything high intensity, high everything. No family on two, family on two. 1, 2, family.
I think this could be a big-time program. You know, we have a great recruiting base, which is key. I think any program starting up to have a great recruiting base like we do is huge. We have the facilities and we have the backing by the administration.
Really impressed with everyone's work. You know, I've been impressed since I got here. We are committed to the game day experience, okay? That's kind of the thing I'm into. We're going to do a lot of stuff. Appreciate everybody in here that participated in some of the video stuff we're doing. We've got to make sure we show you guys with the helmet off. They need to see you guys, all right? We're going to really try to crank it up a notch.
I think you need all that. I think the fan support here, we got to earn that. We got to earn that back.
And the Bulls took the next step in that direction with a spirited road game at 19th ranked Wisconsin. And we check in on the man in charge of making this a stronger program, literally. It's all ahead this week on USF Football, a new era on the Bay.
Here we are, the greatest football state in the country, in its greatest city, where speed grows with the oranges, and boys are turned into men. Draft picks, champions, leaders. The future is forged in green and gold.
Who has it better than us? Nobody.
Our leader, homegrown.
There it is.
Good job. Good job.
That's it right there.
With a perfect pedigree as a player and coach. Young and wise, nurturing and demanding. That rare mix to lead our program. They are our hometown team, as hardworking as their families, as prideful as their city, charging into the future. They are the Bulls. This is the rise of USF Football. USF Football, a new era on the Bay.
From beautiful Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin, the number 19 Badgers haven't lost a non-conference home game since 2003 as they host South Florida. Let's start with the Bulls, 2-2, a win last Friday in bad conditions against Connecticut, trying to find their identity, and they've got a tough road task. Their first one of the season, as a matter of fact, today.
That's the key, their first test in a hostile environment with a young quarterback. He'll be making, a start today. He's never seen this year.
How you doing, Bulls fans? This is Mr. Raymond, your former captain, currently a safety with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm here in Madison, just came out to support my Bulls, man. You know, just made the short drive over. Just always trying to show love and support for the school that, showed me much love and respect. So it's all love out here, and we're going to have a good time, and we're going to try to get this win. Go Bulls.
The South Florida family was well represented in Madison, from former players now in the NFL to the current players to the traveling party in the stands. They all combined to make this an adventure, not a daunting task. Their first road trip of the year was against a top 20 team in front of more than 78,000 fans, but they seemed right at home. Good preparation makes that possible.
Play with the
With all the pageantry the sport has to offer for a backdrop, Willie Taggart took his Bulls to the fray, ready to show they could play with anyone, and they did just that.
Melvin Gordon starts as the lone back, and the top rushing attack in the country gets going on their first play with 6 yards before Jamie Bird, the junior out of Florida, right to Gordon, and the stop is made in the backfield. What a play by Elkino Watson, the senior out of Miami. Huge tackle for loss.
Pressure the line of scrimmage. That's what defensive coordinator Chuck Bresnahan wants to do. Shoot the gaps and make plays, and Watson shot the gap and made a play. -2 on that 3rd down. So negative running plays is exactly what the Bulls want to dial up today.
Chris Dunkley, that great athlete, converted wide receiver now to defensive back, makes a plan and finds a seam, and the Bulls set up shop in Badger territory.
Wisconsin came into the game with the gaudy running statistics, but it was the running of the Bulls that told the early story of this one. Freshman Marlon Mack was back at it, and on their second drive, he and Rodney Adams were picking up nice pieces of Camp Randall Stadium turf in a well-choreographed drive that helped set up quarterback Mike White.
Off play action. Looking into the flat, he's got his fullback Swanson for a 1st down and more, and South Florida is in the Wisconsin red zone. They'll set up inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. Swanson just his 3rd catch of the season, the redshirt freshman out of Florida. This is only the 6th time a team has gotten into the Wisconsin red zone. They have not allowed a touchdown yet. Goal. And a fumble on the exchange, and White trying to extend that arm and recover the football, and it will stay with South Florida outside the 10. White gets the snap. They'll keep it on the ground with Marlon Mack. Dive for about 2. Should be about a 25-yard or so field goal to their outstanding kicker Marvin Claus.
But what was really outstanding was the South Florida defense. The Badgers come into the game with the top running attack in the nation, but they were smothered in the first half by a Bulls defense that had been well schooled by coordinator Chuck Bresnahan. And it wasn't just the Wisconsin running game that they shut down. They harassed quarterback Tanner McAvoy as well. He would complete just 4 passes in the half.
2nd and 4. Gordon cuts it back the other way, but just a pickup of 1 there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Clement hit immediately by Eric Lee. Another tackle for loss on 3rd down for the South Florida defense. 5 yards lost there on a gorgeous read by Lee, and it'll force a field goal attempt.
Defensive team speed is showing up. This Bulls offense, defense, special teams have really been toe-to-toe with Wisconsin so far.
And South Florida continued to do that in the 2nd quarter. They seemed to be thriving on the underdog role, as Mike White, still playing with a brace on his broken left forearm, had the Bulls on the move again.
Wisconsin shows pressure, and they bring it off the edge. Mack picks up the blitz right over the middle, and it's intercepted.
You have to catch this football. Just a great job of protection. He throws it right on the money. That's a momentum changer.
It could have been, but defensive coordinator Chuck Bresnahan had seen many turnovers in his days in the NFL, and he had his guys counter it with some good old-fashioned tough defensive play, forcing the Badgers backwards. The drive started on the USF 36. It ended on the 39, and Wisconsin would have to punt. And the strong D would continue for the rest of the half.
The Bulls defensively are playing from snap to whistle on every down. They're flying to the football, and credit the speed of this defense.
Pressure off the edge. McAvoy cannot get away from Rashad Client. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it takes him out of field goal range. And what a stand by the Bulls defense after the interception. 3rd and 2.
And this is a defense that's missing Todd Chandler, one of those big defensive nose tackles. Sennett, the replacement, had a nice penetration there on 2nd down.
Huge play here towards the end of the first half. 3rd and 2. They go to Gordon, and another tackle for loss. The ball came out loose near the 5-yard line. What a stand by South Florida again.
And how about this defense?
They get the takeaway, their 12th of the season. We're going to go to the halftime break, believe it or not, tied at 3 in a game that South Florida was a 34-point underdog coming in.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it down. Tuck in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tuck in. Time up. Hurry up. Let's go. Now, pay attention. We're not in here messing around. Don't BS the warm-up. Count them out in 5. Start down there, CJ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the ones, dog down there with Coach Carnes. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hug yourself, go mid to upper back. Hug yourself, go mid to upper back. Here we go, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Hug yourself so you can open that back up. My name is Irele Oderinde. I'm the Director of Athletic Performance here at the University of South Florida. I'm working directly with our football players here with strength and conditioning and nutrition. My approach is going to be simple. We're going to lift heavy weights, we're going to get stronger. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lifts. Barbell split squats, just like that, all right? Make sure it's based on what you can do. We're not in here trying to kill you, we're not maxing out. Everybody got me, all right? Here we go, hustle up, get to your spots, get to your spots.
Starting to make a statement. Sandwiched again. Oh, the Bulls defense really letting them have it right now. Just swarmed by the Bulls. My goodness.
Their confidence is growing every time they take the field. South Florida is dominating the line of scrimmage. Unbelievable. It's going to take it in for a Bull touchdown.
I want our guys to be bigger, faster, and stronger than our opponents, so we're going to push ourselves to get that way. I want it to be a fun atmosphere where our kids want to come in, they want to get better, but we will get after it now. It will be hard, they will be pushed, and they understand that. What'd you do?
What's that?
You just did that?
Yeah.
Have you done this?
No.
We'll go over here.
Coach O is pretty new here to the staff, but since I've been around him, I pretty much enjoy it. He brings a lot of energy. He gets guys pumped, make guys want to lift and run, and cares a lot about the players.
This has been the most people I've ever seen that are always constantly wanting to work out and get extra work in, and that's contagious throughout the whole team. You have guys going in there every day wanting to push themselves to the absolute limit.
Now lay back, yeah, there you go. Now try to keep your chest up a little bit. There you go. 300 pounds, that's what it feels like.
Is he the team mom? I mean, Coach O, he's there. He's going to take care of us. He's going to take care of us, you know, not just being strength conditioning, but, like, if we have to talk to him about, like, anything, he's going to have some type of say-so on something. So he's a great guy.
Let's go. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Take care of your bodies. Make sure that you're on time for everything. All right, get a break, get a break, get a break.
Big on three, big on three, 1, 2, 3. Big on.
30 left, 30 left.
Experience the new era of USF football and join us for one of these upcoming home games.
First half, I think that we was being great penetration. We was filling the gaps. Everybody was swarming to the ball. We was tattooing 25 and 6. And the second half, I think they came out. I think they probably adjusted a little bit. And they picked up blocks that they weren't picking up in the first half. And 25 and 6, they're great running backs. You know, once they get in the open field, they're hard to bring down. But I mean, we gotta get better. You know, we gotta learn how to finish.
Best run of the day to the 47-yard line.
We did some good things. You know, and we're going to continue to build off of them. And again, I don't think anybody expected for us to play or the game to be that close. And we just got to keep building on it, keep working, and get our football team to the point to where we're not hurting ourselves in these ball games. And I think those things happen with a young football team. We're really young out there. And
lunging for the end zone, and Wisconsin has the lead.
They play hard. You know, I was happy they played hard, and I felt like they played hard for 4 quarters. Again, I thought defense was out there long, and they started to wear down a little bit there in the second half.
Wisconsin has come out in this second half, and they've delivered a flurry.
2 possessions, 2 touchdowns for Wisconsin. A lesser team may have packed it in, not South Florida. They answered one of those scores immediately on an imaginative drive that covered 75 yards in just 4 plays, a flurry of their own. Receivers Mike McFarland and Rodney Adams picked up the majority of that in 2 plays, only one of them a pass.
End around, Adams with a seam, and there goes Rodney Adams inside the 5, lunging for the end zone and in for a touchdown. The Bulls respond in a big way.
2 explosive plays back-to-back for the Bulls on offense, and they get right back in this football game.
We didn't back down. We went out there and fought. We didn't listen to all the critics and everything that was being talked about coming into this game. We knew what we were capable of. We knew what it took to beat this offense, and we had a good game plan, and we trusted it.
Trust is one of the most important elements in building a young program. Trust between players, trust between coaches and players. Against Wisconsin, the Bulls were all in. They didn't have all their parts, and they may have fallen a bit short. But these are the kinds of games that are building blocks, a loss to learn and grow from.
We gotta get better. You know, I think that we competed pretty well the first half. I mean, we did. You know, second half, I just feel like we gotta learn how to finish. You know, the good thing about this is it's not a conference game. You know, we won on the conference, and so we take this off week just to learn from our mistakes and try to just keep it going, stay positive.
Churning the legs, will be short of the goal line.
Just have to keep this effort going and work on finishing during this bye week. Finish every practice. Come out hard for every practice. Look forward to every practice.
But 3rd and goal coming up from just outside the 1. Trying to power forward, and the Bulls come away with a big stop right at the goal line.
The Bulls lost the game in Madison, but they went on the road and played before the 7th biggest crowd in school history. They threw a scare into the 19th ranked team in the country and embraced every aspect of the experience, even participating in the famed jump around, gaining the admiration and respect of the Wisconsin fans on multiple levels.
It's cool. I mean, this is what you go to college football to play in atmospheres like this and stuff like that. And I thought, like I said, we handled it pretty well. A lot of teams can kind of get spooked and be, oh man. But I mean, we took it in stride. It's a cool thing to experience. But I mean, if we just don't put that ball on the ground, I think we take the momentum right back.
As White has an open man down the sideline, it's the fullback Kennard Swanson, and Swanson gashes Wisconsin. The ball came out loose at the end of the play, and the Badgers come out with it. Momentum shifting in a matter of seconds after an excellent play call for the Bulls, but a huge takeaway by the Badgers.
We got to get to work. We got a lot of work to do, you know, and we got conference play from here on out. So we got to get in and continue to get better as a football team. You know?
Listen to this.
Continue to keep stressing our fundamentals and technique. I think that's a big reason we were in this game. We did a good job of that, and we got to continue to do that and get some guys healthy and learn from our mistakes. You know, it'll be a good week to learn from a lot of those mistakes and correct some things and be able to come out and try to put on a good showing. Our second conference game at home.
I think everybody wants to feel good about the college football team that you follow or support, whether it be fervently or casually. You want to think that they're doing the right thing. You want to think that they are student athletes in the truest sense of the word. The hard part about that is building the right way sometimes will take a little more time than building the wrong way. So you have to have a level of patience as well. But when it all comes together, when the classwork comes together, when the community service comes together, when the winning comes together, that's when it's really special.
You have to see when a program's here and you see that it's a young program. I think that the youth of the program has made it exciting. You know, people around the country start talking about, that's South Florida, South Florida. And people would call me up, hey Mark, you broadcast for South Florida. Well, tell me about this young dynamic group. And that's the aura that was created, you know, started, you know, way back when from the beginning with Coach Levitt, quite frankly. And that's what I think has to continue to try to achieve, and it's going to make this program more successful over the years, to create that element of surprise, to create that element of like, we're not quite sure of who you are type thing. And I think you can use that as an advantage to really, you know, to get an upper hand on your opponent. and it's exciting to me. I love to watch it develop, and having done every single snap, it's really, I've seen through the Chad Barnhart years, through the over the years where we've gone, and you've seen the program develop, and it's brought out some great students and great athletes, and I'm proud to be part of it.